my content has always been about, like, you got this. Like, it's not critical to have a project that is, looks like George Nakashima, the greatest woodworker of all time. It's just important that you're proud of it. And don't point out your mistakes. I always feel like that's my biggest lesson to beginners. When you start, you're already better than 99% of people. So don't tell them where you screwed up. Just give it to them and say, I made this for you. And the joy they get from getting something that you made by hand is just fantastic. Welcome to the wood shop. My name is Jonathan Katz-Moses. I'm the founder and CEO of Katz-Moses Tools. I spend most of my time these days building prototypes for tools. I like to build jigs and come up with really cool solutions to everyday frustrations that woodworkers may have. So this is the wood shop. This is where we shoot all of our content. This is where I do all my prototyping for products. To date, we've developed close to 200 new products over the last 10 years. And all of it happens right here. This is the backdrop to a lot of the talking parts in my videos. It's where I keep all my hand tools, and this is the Katz-Moses cleat system, a locking French cleat design that we created that is first of its kind. We filed a patent on it. It's really cool. Allows you to make everything display like a douchey content creator and make it look good on the wall. In 2010, I was the victim of a violent assault. I happened upon some of my gang affiliated neighbors who had a couple surrounded. Was worried that they might hurt them really badly. I tied my dog to a fence and stepped in. According to police report, I don't remember this, I was fighting them for close to 2 minutes. When they finally hit me in the head with a bat or a 2x4, they dragged me up the street and kept kicking me. And I was unconscious on the ground for 20 minutes as police and ambulance arrived or responded. I remember picking my head off the ground. I thought I had died, and in my concussed state, I thought I was a ghost. So I went from this moment of thinking I was dead, which was probably one of the saddest moments I'd ever experienced, to this moment of pure joy, of the joy of being alive. And in the aftermath of that event, I really just looked at my life and realized how unhappy and unhealthy I was, and running myself ragged in a very unhealthy way. And I decided I wanted to change that, and I was very unhappy with what I was doing. And so I started to make things. I had a 120 square foot shed outside my house with no power. I used to have to run extension cords out of the garage into this tiny little shed. And I wanted to just make stuff that people loved. I wanted to build things that last. I wanted to build things that people were proud of forever. And that's what making things was to me at the time. And I saw a video by a gentleman at Fine Woodworking named Matt Kenny, and he made this dovetailed box, and he made it look so easy. Unbelievably hard. Anybody who saw a YouTuber make something and been like, I could do that, and then failed miserably knows how that felt for me. And I started creating these guide blocks, these that turned into magnetic guides to hold a saw, which eventually became my first product, which was the Katz-Moses magnetic dovetail jig. This is our kind of drill and router areas where we do all of our drilling for production. We have a lot of flat pack jigs that we make here in our production facility that we sell, and a lot of them need holes. So when it doesn't make sense to do it with the CNC, like these odd shaped trusses for our universal table saw jig, we come here and we drill holes. In fact, this is really funny. This is one of my products, the Katz-Moses toolless countersink, the first countersink that allows you to adjust the depth of the countersink without an Allen key. And we use it because it works perfect, because it has a stop collar, so we can adjust it once instead of having to set the stop on the drill press every time. But this has been incredible because we run a bunch of different operations on this, and the digital RPM gauge means I can tell my guys exactly what speeds and feeds to run these at, and I don't have to come back and check on the belts or see any of the weird stuff that they get into. One of the things I always talk about in my content is the buy once, cry once philosophy. I think that people should buy less tools, but buy better ones. Depending on what your goals are, and mine are large scale manufacturing, you need equipment that's going to support that. Getting equipment that doesn't do the job you need it to do is going to be way more expensive than buying one that does. So in the last couple years, we've moved a lot of our woodworking equipment into Powermatic tools, and that's because they're incredibly robust and capable of supporting the kind of work that we do. Whether that's building a table or manufacturing products, this is where we do a lot of our breaking down of our lumber. I do a lot of prototyping on these machines because of the accuracy. One of the biggest jumps that you get in machinery is accuracy. After a certain point, you're just paying for horsepower and tolerance. And so when I get into these machines and I bring them into my shop, I'm not worried about any of that. I'm not worried that I'm going to spend the money and get something that doesn't do the job it promised me. And a lot of times, my product philosophy is innovation through simplicity. And one of the things I've loved about the Powermatic machines is simply that. They simply do the one job they're supposed to, and they do it well. And so upgrading to them has been really instrumental in our prototyping and manufacturing process. Behind me, we have our miter station, our bandsaw. This is where we break down a lot of our rough lumber. As lumber comes into the shop, it's really important to get it down into usable pieces. You know, we have about 25 employees here, 12 in the shop and another 12, 13 or so that work remotely. And we worry a lot about safety here. And big, heavy lumber is bad for people's backs. So we try and get it broken down as soon as it comes in. So that way people can begin to process it and get it into the places it needs to go. This is the workhorse of the shop. This thing sees more board feet of lumber than just about anything. And one of my favorite things with this, like I said, we do flat pack jigs. So you get Baltic birch and it has those thin layers on it, and they vary from batch to batch. You'll get one that's 12 mil or 12.01 mil or 11.9 mil. And when we have something that fits into a slot, if it's too thick, we can bring it here. And this one is accurate enough that we can take it down just a hair every single time and get it to fit perfectly without losing that nice top layer. And I think one of the differences I found with the Powermatic tools is that Armor Glide coating it's been really great. So much of manufacturing is maintenance. You know, every Friday we shut down the production facility at 12 o'clock and we spend the rest of the day cleaning, waxing, and that's not something I've had to do with the Armor Glide, which is great, especially because every spring the nesting swallows move in, and man, do they like to poop all over my tools. So I can just wipe it down and clean it up, and I don't have to worry about rust or it getting real sticky from the cleaner, and it's really easy to always run product through it without a lot of upkeep. A lot of my favorite videos to do are on the jointer and the table saw, but this is a beast, and I love it because we don't have to wax it. It stays clean and allows me to run a lot of lumber. I don't let anybody else use this, but it's one of my favorite tools in the shop because boy, it can remove material when you need it to. This is our dust collection system. This is sort of a temporary fix. We're gonna be putting in metal dust collecting here. We got a new dust collector that I'm excited about, and we're gonna be doing it. And I think dust collection is one of those things that really makes a shop enjoyable to be in. So we're working on getting it to be an incredible solution and not just something we whipped together when we moved in. So about 8 years ago, I was Christmas shopping and I may or may not have had a whiskey or two. And a few days later, a box showed up that I didn't remember ordering. It was Danny DeVito. And Danny DeVito played a huge role in my earlier content. And so viewers of my channel started sending me cardboard cutouts. And then of course, Mr. Bean, who every time I come in here at 4 a.m. scares the living bejesus out of me because I forget he's there and then I catch him out of the corner of my eye. This is production. We have 3 4x8 CNCs. We have 3 150-watt lasers, and we manufacture a lot of our flat pack jigs, our router jigs here. You can see these are sled kits for our crosscut sleds. Part of the joy of this job for me is I get to do what I love, and that's because of the people who support us. And it's last 2 years ago, I was able to provide health insurance for my entire staff, which was one of my greatest moments as an entrepreneur. And I always sort of felt was like the litmus test of a good business person. And that's how I approach my tools too. Like we love to say, if it's in my store, it's in my shop. And so I don't develop things to sell. I develop things that I get to use, and I get to go, in the back and just grab a new one and use it because I want to and because I love it. And so I take that responsibility to the people that have helped me build this business, people that have supported me very, very seriously. We do a lot of our T-track processing on this. We have a lot of custom sized T-tracks that we cut for different jigs. And we'll chamfer corners on this and do this. And this is where I do some of my bigger woodworking stuff, furniture builds. I'll come back here and use this guy. This is actually gonna move up to the main wood shop here pretty soon. This is engineering. Bill Spraker runs this. He's an engineer. He helps us with a lot of our products. Specializes in plastics and urethane, so he does the dovetail jig here in our shop. We do a lot of metal prototyping and things here in this area. In addition to my joy in creating for-profit products, we have a nonprofit called the Katz-Moses Woodworkers with Disabilities Fund. It is a charity that's raised over $500,000 in the last 7 years and deployed it. We have a almost 95% deployal rate where we help people with ADA recognized disabilities. Predominantly, they tend to be veterans and former LEO officers, people with lifelong disabilities or people who've been in accidents. We help them get the tools and resources to make things. And making things helps people recover. One of the people with disabilities tend to have this self-identity that they don't have the same value as others. And making things and building things that they can be proud of takes that identity away from a negative self-perception into a positive one. And they get to say, like, look what I make. I'm not, Joe Smith with a disability. I'm Joe Smith, the woodworker, the leather maker, the pottery turner. Those are the kind of people we help. And it has been incredible to see how we've been able to affect the side hustles, hobbies, and businesses of people who have disabilities. It's pretty crazy what we can do here. It's like, God, if you would have told 12-year-old Jonathan that this was in his future, I wouldn't have believed you. It's like the coolest place ever. I really feel like I get to live my dream every single day where we just get to make stuff and test ideas and do all those things. This is our 3D print farm. This is where we manufacture the holders for the Katz-Moses cleat system. We also work with a lot of other content creators. We do manufacturing for them, we do fulfillment. We always tell people, if you can dream it, we can make it. So we 3D print different tools. We have like the bourbon blade. We kind of have created solutions for just about anything you can dream up, and we're working on new ones all the time. This is shipping and receiving. Ship about 100,000 packages a year, both for us and other content creators. This is where our team does pick and pack, is what it's called. This is where we put together hardware packs. So we do the flat pack jigs, and then things will come out of production into here where our team puts together various screws, nuts, bolts, leveling pins, things that come with your jigs that make them great. They'll put them together here so that they get to you in the right order. One of the greatest joys in my life has been becoming a father, and I'm a single dad, and I'm raising a almost 7-year-old beautiful girl. One of the greatest joys of being a parent is being able to share making things. And my daughter loves to come in and we cut cardboard on the laser cutter and build these houses and barns for her stuffed animals, and her school projects are like so over the top, ridiculously good, and a teacher knows that she probably had some help from somebody who had a manufacturing facility, but sharing that with my daughter and getting to make her proud. Getting to make her proud is just one of just a wonderful thing in my life, and it's been an incredible journey with her, and she's the sweetest little girl, and just one of the things that makes me the most happy is being a dad to her. For me, I want my legacy to be somebody who helped. Helping matters more than anything, whether it's through free online education, tools that solve real frustrations and problems for woodworkers in an innovative way, or through the charity. I'm a giving person. My love language is giving. I love to hope that in the future, when I am retired or have moved on from this planet, that people think of me as somebody who tried to help.